Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Dev, and today we're gonna cover Season of the Wind wrap up as well as talk about the new update, Season of the Snail. I know it sounds kind of corny to say it like that, but you know what? They've added some really awesome stuff. Now it is update 1.2, and I believe they're probably gonna have an additional patch that'll come out that will fix some additional bugs that came out after this patch. But let me tell you, they've added some really cool features that is perfect for the new player that haven't downloaded the game, and even for those players that have downloaded and beat the game. So stick around and find out what I have in store for you. So sit back and enjoy the ride. So the first topic is, of course, talking about the finale of Season of the Wind. Now, if you guys haven't had a chance to participate, that's okay. If you're still in the starting season, I know you don't have access to Gusto yet or any of the other bots that are available in the current season. Don't worry. Those bots frames will be available throughout the map, completing different quests and defeating bots and picking up scrap and materials. I'm not 100% sure exactly where you can find those, but I do know they will be out in the wild for you to gather. No special mission required, so just keep that in mind if you are not able to get Gusto or any of the other future bots in future seasons. Now let's cover how this reward season went for me. Now I did a little bit different than last season. If you haven't checked it out, go ahead, card up in the top about how I reviewed last season. And I think I did pretty decent. Now this time I actually get to do the entire part. So I only opened like 39 chests. I know there's a couple more that I may have missed. But overall, it was a pretty decent value. Let's go ahead and take a look. I did pretty decent overall. I got a lot of scrap. I got a ton of abilities to add up there at the top. It was overall pretty good for me, and I'm pretty impressed. And as you can see here, the member side did okay. I only opened up 20 chests. I do feel like it gives you the value. You get over 700 coins, which is great. The special scrap and the common scrap especially. I mean, if you're logging in daily, that extra common scrap is very helpful, but it comes with the rare scrap where it was really key to upgrading your high level bots. So for the value, that's for a $10 value if you purchase the gems in the shop. That's pretty good, I would say, because you're getting not only the non-member, but you're getting the member and the special bot and the special ability. Overall, it was great, and I'm really happy with it overall. Alrighty, now that we're ready to unpack 1.20, which is the Season of the Snail update. Now, this season is pretty dope. It's got a lot of really good improvements. Like I said, I'm excited to talk about it. The first thing that they added are the new outfits, and we're going to talk about how you can acquire them in a moment. Let's just go take a look. So you can choose your casual clothes or your arena uniform. I like my arena uniform because it's my favorite colors. So I'm going to be wearing this for right now, but you can have so many more really cool outfits. And where do you get them? You actually get them by completing these codexes. So these codexes are for the 5 most popular zones that you're going to access, especially in that early game. So as I talked about before, I said the early game player has the best advantage because you have to do all of these really awesome missions. And now I did try to grind through as much as I could with a couple hours today after getting this update done today. And I did okay. Definitely definitely pretty difficult, but you just unlock the screen here where it says get a jackalope, collect tulips, which are hard to find, but they are individual tulips, kind of like a scrap pile that are scattered all across the coast. So overall, it is super dope, these codexes. And now, someone mentioned in Discord, because I was sitting here grinding these out. I'm like, not finding any tulips. I'm like, what the heck is going on with this drop rate? Why can't I get them? And, someone mentioned in the chat was like, you know what? That these rare drops, They're not that frequent, but they're not meant for you to sit there and grind them out in one day. So he's not wrong. You're supposed to enjoy the game. That's what I'm talking about. Like, those early game players are going to be able to get all of this stuff a lot easier. They're just going to flow through the game and casually get these rewards done. And someone like me who's towards the end of the game, you know, I got Perch C, which has all that pirates. So for me, it's a lot harder because a lot of my daily quests that I get and the missions are not in any of these other zones. For me, I have the Perch Sea and Sporewood. So for everybody else, they're gonna have a lot more opportunities to go through all of these other zones that are listed here. And, you know, for me being in the early game, I'm not gonna, I don't have access to that stuff. So I'm not gonna be able to get to it that quickly. But I'm really excited for a lot of this new codex stuff because it comes with really cool outfits. So I didn't cover the outfits yet. So this one has the desert robes cloak, which is kind of cool. It's like a deserty, same thing that the cats and stuff are wearing. But I really like this one. This is the wolf pack suit. It's probably my favorite out of all of them. And then you've got, this one's a pirate. I've never been a fan of the pirate. This one's a tiger. It kind of looks like a tiger outfit. So Tongue of War, which is decent, not really that cool. And then the guard uniform is the other one that I really like too. So a lot of new outfits that you can pick from, but in order to get them, you have to get to the 8th star. Now, they are a little bit harder to get, so it's going to need some grinding, but they're pretty decent. If you want a specific kind, you can grind that area if you have access to it. Now, the other thing they added is a new ability. Now, I don't have access to that ability. It's called Gravity Surge. That reminds me a lot of like a black hole, but it doesn't, instead of sucking you in like a vortex, that it's just going to like maybe cause them to like float in space where they can't move, or it's going to disable them or stun them. I'm not really sure, but it's definitely a little bit better than the Gust. I liked the Gust in the Tornado one this past season, but I didn't really use them as much and I wasn't really super impressed, but for some people in their loadouts, it worked great for them, but that's good for you. And also we get the new epic bot. Now I have been able to access him. I did it in my live stream. I kind of showed him a little bit, but I couldn't because I didn't have the most updated version. So let's go ahead and take a look at him really quickly. So this is Shelder. He's a snail. Like the new season, which is pretty cool. And it's funny because my husband mentioned that it's going to, the shape of it looked like some type of worm, which it kind of looks like a worm. He is super cute. I really like this bot. It is a splasher bot, so I haven't used a whole lot of splasher bots. I'm really curious to see how well he plays. I haven't used him in the field yet. I haven't upgraded his AI, but I'll make sure I do a video that covers a little bit about him and give you guys some more detailed information, but pretty dope. I like this guy. I can't wait to start using him. I think he'll be a pretty decent asset on my team, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see how he plays with the rest of my team that I do have. And lastly, let's talk about some balance changes that they made change to. One is Hornet's damage. So I don't have Hornet unlocked, so sorry guys, I don't have him unlocked yet. Struggling in the arena a bit, but I haven't been playing the arena as much. But the Hornet's damage was increased, so now he's going to be a little bit more effective, but he's very squishy. I still feel he's not going to be on my primary team. One of my bots will probably do pretty decent with him and then Froggy, but I don't have him on my team. I don't, obviously, but I have been seeing a lot of really good use for him, so I would probably put a pass on him. And of course, the last thing that we're going to talk about is unfortunately a disadvantage to having virus. Now they changed the hack effect where it no longer works on mega bots. Now it was kind of like, oh man, that sucks. But if you think about it, if there's only one mega bot left and you use the hack function on him, he can't hurt, he can't do anything. He can't hurt you. He's hacked. So I would use my supercharge on virus to make sure he stays hacked the whole time so that he didn't do any damage to any of my other bots. Kind of bummed out that they changed that because I really like that feature, but it's all good. I understand that they need to change that because that does break the balance of the game and the actual usability of it. Um, so I did see that go into effect when I fought the Megabot KO in the Pirate Danger Zone for one of the achievements for the Codex. So I did see that firsthand, and I was like, oh man. And then I read the notes, like, oh yeah, they made that change. So that's why it didn't work. Now that pretty much covers it for this update. I really like this update. It's pretty cool. They added a lot of really nice things to it. The Codex is fantastic. I can't wait to see it implemented more and see more things where they go and add new features and stuff. They did. I tried to do the teddy bear event, which is in one of the danger zones, and let me tell you, it was freaking difficult. I didn't do a video on it because I struggled for like 5 days trying to complete it and film me going through and getting all of the different teddy bears and just pointing them out. It was super frustrating, but I think I got them, and I'll put that video together and post it for you guys because it was entertaining watching me trying to figure this out. Other than that, hope you guys enjoyed the video about the new update and the previous Season of the Wind, moving into Season of the Snail. So if you haven't downloaded Botworld, now's your time to do it because the starter season for you, you'll miss this coming season, but that's okay. There's still next season and you'll have access to so much more content. Trust me, this game is going in a fantastic direction. I can't wait to see where they go from here, and I'm so happy to be a part of it. So thank you again for watching. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe. If you have any interest in any more content that I do, don't forget to drop it in the comments below if you're interested in me covering anything specific about Botworld. But again, thank you for tuning in. But for now, guys, just keep it real.